All right, today I have Godzilla, aka Steven, and we are installing an Aquasana whole house water filter, a 1,000,000-gallon one, with ultraviolet light. So it kind of looks like that one. And we're going to install it right here. And this line is for an outside hose faucet, so we're not gonna, that'll be unfiltered water going to there. And everything else will be filtered. So we're opening up the boxes. Apparently it's very important to make sure they're standing up. Keep it upright on its, or on its side. Oh. Keep it upright or on its side until installed. Okay. So we're gonna start taking these apart and then assemble everything, and then we'll pipe it in. So stay tuned. So it comes with these PVC nipples. They have to glue and primer together with unions, and they both go on each end. So I got some Teflon tape on there, the Blue Monster. Perfect for the Rhino. Looks like a Rhino. And don't over tighten this. It's still just plastic. I'm gonna do my channel. Look, oh, there it is. And when you tighten it up, don't do it on the end here, because you don't want to mess with the glue and primer. It makes the connection going into with the union. All right, so the water conditioner comes first. And this is very lightweight, by the way. You can pick this up one-handed. So we're gonna put one here. The problem is this base floor. All right. We'll put the other one next to it. So we're gonna put the pre-filter on there with the union. Oh, there's the rest of them. Okay. So I'll have Steven take some. We have more of these? Mm-mm. So I need one. All right, we'll figure it out. Okay, we'll figure it out. All right. Pre-filter, the salt-free water conditioner, and then the whole house water filter. And apparently this is good for 1,000,000 gallons or 10 years. You have to replace that filter, and you have to replace the filter that goes after. No, it's the UV thing. That one Steven has, which is going to go there. Okay, and then we're going to pipe in D, which is a UV light. So let's work on this here. We're going to bush down to 3/4, right after the pre-filter. We have a valve there and then a T, and then we'll work on that, putting that back together there. So this is, what the weird bushing, man. So we have two of them, and it doesn't give you any instruction on what to use. Have the valve there, and there. Okay. So they don't give you this, right? They don't give you any of that. Odd. And I only got copper fittings to make this work. Sweat coming out of the last filter. I'm gonna use what I have. I got a 1-inch male adapter, which will go into there. All right, we're not gonna go crazy with that because it's two different materials. This is plastic, that's copper. That'll go in there, and I'm gonna sweat this on now. Steven will do the honors. for a minute. It looks like I still got a little gap there. Hopefully that's good. Throw a little flux on that to help it bring down the temperature a little bit. I got a rag, a wet rag, and we'll cool that off and clean it at the same time. We don't want to leave any of that flux on there because it's going to turn into the Statue of Liberty.
Yep.
All right. Hot. All right. So, a little snot, but other than that, she's good. Hot. All right. That's gonna go in there. I'm gonna cut this here. Oh, you're still getting this, huh? All right. You know, for those guys who are like, oh, you don't deburr the pipe. Life that, huh? You know how to deburr pipe, man. There it is, deburr. Aha. Guys, go suck a foul. All right. That's hot, like a hot tamale.
It's clean though.
It's clean. It's gotta cool off. All right. All right. I just gotta press this in. We have a 1-inch sweat union there. It's gonna go to the ultraviolet filter. Now, coming out of it, this is a 1-inch connection. This is inlet water. This is outlet. This is the UV bulb that goes inside there. That's what it says in the very, very technical installation manual. And I have to go back to 3/4. So I have a 1-inch by, let me get this fitting right. I have a 3/4 by 1-inch copper by female adapter. That's what technically what it's called. The copper's first. So 3/4 by 1-inch copper by female adapter. Steven is cleaning the inside of that, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And that is gonna go there. No, not there.
No,
just there. Yeah, okay. Flux that. Mm-hmm. Did you flux this end too?
Mm-hmm. Wait, the other side, no.
Oh, this side.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so flux that.
Mm-hmm. Not too much flux, right?
It doesn't. Well, yeah, you don't need to waste it. It's just gonna drip and more cleanup. But...
Copy. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
All right. Now I'm just gonna put that on there, like that. Okay, put it on the floor. Yeah, grab a torch. You know how to solder?
You better find out.
You are. Basic principle of fact.
Copy.
Let me see the torch for a second. Here's our turbo torch. When we light it, we want the tip of the blue flame to just be about at the fitting, not the pipe that we're trying to solder.
Copy.
Right? And then you want to apply solder on the opposite side of where the heat is.
Okay.
So to make your life easier, we're going to start with the bottom one because, you know, you'll definitely let it drip. So we're going to work on the bottom one first. You're going to apply flame to one side, and after about, again, you have to get a judge of temperature of what this can put out, but after about like 5 to 7 seconds, you're gonna take the tip of the solder on the opposite side and just carefully just touch it.
Copy.
Just touch the fitting right there, right at that little groove there.
Copy.
And just by touching it, so like this, for example, let me just straighten this out for a second. All right, and you're gonna do just like that, and see if it starts to melt. If it starts to melt, then you're gonna give it a little bit more and go around and move the flame to the other side. But also, once you move the flame to the other side, you want to pull the flame away because it's already hot. Yeah. And you'll go like that, and you'll get it.
All right.
All right. Here we go. All right, guys. You gotta turn the gas on.
Over here?
No, right there. Let's turn that on. Open it up a little bit. Okay. Go. Try to bring more a little bit closer. There you go. A little bit closer. Down more towards the fitting. Now take the solder opposite side. flame away. Now get the other side. You may have to bring the flame back. All right, turn it on again. That side there. Okay. Turn the flame off. Now, when you're soldering, you want to be very, very mindful when you take the flame away that where you turn it away to. All right, always want to be mindful of that.
Yeah, for sure.
So the only thing here, not bad. Got a little snot right there.
Yeah, I held on.
The only thing here, you have a little bit too much flame. You could tell that by
Yeah.
the fitting starting to turn color a little bit.
Copy.
So you want to try to really regulate how much temperature you put onto it. Okay. Other than that, very good. We're gonna sweat on the 3/4 copper by PEX adapter. Now, you have a different type of metal, so it may take the solder faster. Just like that. Take the flame away. No, take the flame away. Don't stop. All right. Oh, see, I did say don't touch it. It's top heavy. You see how the brass is retaining the temperature?
Way
and
back.
it's still hot as F.
Hell yeah. And I almost grabbed that bitch.
I know, that's why I stopped.
Appreciate you.
All right, we'll take the rag. And that thing, actually put a little flux on it just to cool it off a little bit. Just dab it right on top. There you go. All right, and then we'll shock it. Not really. People are gonna comment like, "Oh, you teach them the wrong way." It's cooling it off much faster. The solder has already formed already. But let's take a look at his fitting there. And it's not bad. Not bad, see?
No snot on this one. I like brass. That shit held.
See? Not bad. See? Need this to eliminate this. Plus, I didn't have a brass coupling to do that because it doesn't come with it. So now I have this. That's going to go there. And then from here, we're going to do PEX. So one side's going to come up. We'll have our bypass loop across here. And we still got to put this together there, which is actually where we're going to use this. This is going to go in there. We'll tighten that up. All right, let's get it done, Aquasana. All right, this is how far we got. This is the post filter cartridge. I got the Union, I got the UV light, and the mounting brackets are really not that forgiving. You know, if you really don't have a perfectly plumb wall and floor, you know, as you can see, I'm coming at a little bit of an angle because I really need to pad out this wall some more, but even with plywood here, the brackets still don't reach. I'll show you an example. So like there, look, see, it's adjustable there, but like there's not enough room there, you know? So even if I put it there, look, if I put this here, I'm still off. Look at that, it's at least a finger. So, I don't know. You know, the 3M AquaPure whole house water filter, you know, it's a bracket, it works perfectly. But I got that secure, that was most important. It's got the bulb in there, so I want to make sure that's nice and tight. And now we're gonna run some PEX. I'm gonna put a T here, up for the house water, domestic water. Down, I'll come down, I'll put it on an elbow here and come across and then pick up the T here, and then I'm gonna modify this a little bit there. This is gonna become a 3/4 T, 3/4 by female T there to pick up the brass nipple coming off the meter, and I'll come down and connect with there and whatever. Mixture of PEX and plastic, but even if I did it all in copper, it's still, you know, still dealing with this. Good, all right. Clean cut, 3/4 inch PEX B. This is not expansion PEX. I got some PEX rings here. Let's start by making just a small little nipple right there. I'm gonna put this here. That's gonna go there. All right. Now, they give us some nonsense here. Let's start with this T. Let's put this T here, like that, of course, with the ring.
Yeah, the ring's okay.
And then, on this opposite side, again, a little bit more PEX, a little nipple here. 2 rings, another T. Is there a valve?
You got some flowers over there.
No, is there a valve? Is there a valve? Let's put here, you got a valve. So we're gonna put some valves in as well. So before that, I gotta put a valve there, a valve there, a valve there. Okay, so let's take this out. We have a valve. That's gonna go there. Then we're gonna have this with that here. I'll just put another one there anyway while I'm doing that. Yeah, you just saw that. All right, it's a little bit off, but we'll squeeze behind there like that. The valve closes down, okay, I like it that way. This is gonna be household water. We're gonna connect this to here. So let's cut another little piece of PEX. 2 more rings. We may need more rings. We're probably gonna definitely need more rings. That's gonna go here. Another valve, which Steven just gave me. That's gonna go here, like that. Right? Another little piece. There's another ring. A couple more rings actually. That's gonna go here. And then with another T. And this will be my bypass loop. So let's cut another little piece. I'm out of rings. And we'll put a valve there. I'm not gonna use, where are those bendy looking things?
Oh, right here on the staircase.
I'm not really a fan of that. We'll put an elbow there. All right, I'll grab the PEX.
Yes.
Everything is good. And don't worry about the moving the things around because this will move after the fact.
Okay.
But when you crimp, make sure the PEX is against the fitting there and come off just like an 1/8 of an inch, like right there. Not too much, not too far away from the fitting. It wants to move on you.
Yeah. I run you, bitch.
If I knew there was gonna be so much PEX involved here, I would have used expansion PEX, but I have to get it. Not every supply house carries expansion PEX.
Supplyhouse.com.
They do, but in rolls. I like straight lengths because it's nicer, it's prettier. All right, Steven's gonna crimp everything together. Everything, and then we're going to bring over this 3/4 across the ceiling all the way to right here. All right, that's an outside hose faucet. We're gonna make this an elbow. We'll press that together with copper, and we'll take from here and feed the house with 3/4 instead of existing 1/2 inch. And then I'm gonna take this apart, which I'll start doing now. Turn off the water here. Does it have a little needle on it? Yeah, we should be able to see if there's still water flow. So I'll crack that. We'll cut this off. We're gonna be careful with this grounding, right? Be very careful with the ground. You don't want to disturb that. And we'll cut here. I'm not gonna touch this because I don't want to mess with the ground. We'll cut here. We'll make this nice and pretty. It's a little bit cocked, so with enough bend in the pipe, we'll straighten that out. We'll put in a female adapter here with 3/4 inch T. 3/4 inch T will pick up this. All right, so while I'm preparing the water hookup. Steven took the initiative, and he's going to make another solder connection with that 3/4 copper by PEX adapter. Practice makes perfect. I got some new scratchy paper. I'm going to clean this off. I'm going to go press right here. All right, so I got my domestic water tied in from the meter. This is a 3/4 inch meter coupling with union, of course. 3/4 inch copper by female press adapter. 3/4 inch copper press T. 3/4 inch copper, that's dripping, whatever. Copper by PEX adapter. This is crimp. I got a 3/4 crimp 90. Crimp T valve. That's to isolate this. The bypass loop, which, whatever. You know what? It's not pretty. Then again, it's PEX, so. And now, Steven is reading the manual for the UV light system and to put the bulb in and what have you. And then this line here, we're gonna take now and run across all the way down there with this PEX and hopefully a little bit more. All right, let's review. I have the water flushed out to this point already. It's kind of clear. Tons of iron in the water. Anytime you turn off the water and turn it back on, it's just like black. So now we're gonna flush out the carbon side. I'm gonna open up that valve. We're gonna get a bucket here, let that run. And I'll show you, this is the UV light bypass valve if you need to service the filters and still have water onto the house. We came up, I ran new 3/4 inch PEX all the way to this corner and tied in to the 1/2 inch. 3/4 copper by crimp PEX adapter, piece of 3/4 copper. I use a 3/4 copper press coupling, 3/4 by 1/2 inch slip coupling for that. Sorry, got interrupted. And all before 10:30. Did Godzilla bring a bucket? Yes, he did. All right, let's put the bucket right there. No, right there, right there. Now, you may want to hold it up. We're going to open this up. And we're going to flush out these two filters. I'm going to get all the carbon out while we're slowly increasing how open the valve is. We're checking for leaks. Again, I don't really like this stuff, but I guess Aquasana designed it. It's filling up. Nothing yet.
It's coming, though.
I feel it coming. I feel it coming, babe. I'm gonna get a copyright claim on that. Look at that. All of that carbon. I'm gonna flush that out until it's clear. Kind of clearish. We'll let this maybe 5-gallon bucket fill up. Much better now. Let me get the flash.
I got you.
Much better. Alright, that's kind of clear, but we'll do another gallon or two. And I'll just close this and we'll put on the filter. Alright. Close that back up. Oh shit. Here's what it is. Wow. Maintained a lot of pressure. Didn't turn off instantly. I guess because of these. Good thing we had a backup. All right. We had a little leak. We had a leaker, mama. But there it is. And again, she's not pretty, but then again, it's PEX. But it works. So a little tip advice. If you're gonna do the UV system, make sure everything's dry though. Let's see. Let's try this up. Let me tell you something. That's still loose up there, then it's really just, I don't recommend this. If this still drips, this is on super crazy tight. So is this one. But if you're gonna do the UV light with Aquasana, it doesn't include any of this. It's in the picture, which is on the floor. By the way, this is their install manual. Okay, it's a picture. That's the installation guide. So it doesn't come with D. See? It doesn't come with that tubing or any of those fittings. So I just used, it's in the video, the size of the pipe there, and then went back down to 3/4. Again, your installation may vary, but there it is. Not a fan, don't recommend it. It is what it is, you know?
And they're not consistent in their instructions. Some have pictures, some don't.
Exactly. Like the UV guide
Yeah.
has words.
Yeah, that's it.
But everything else is pictures. So with the UV, this has to be a little bit more than hand tight, right? To make sure it's watertight. And the bulb is a spring on there, but we got some water in there. So I'm gonna leave this out and let him plug this in a day or two, let it dry out before he plugs it in. All the way over there. Okay. Thanks for watching. And in case you're interested, the link for this will be in the description box down below. I might as well get an affiliate commission for it, even though I'm not gonna install it for you. Or maybe you can call Kelvin, SSB. He'll come. It'll be a weekend project for the weekend warrior.